Tech wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
Tech wreck. Chicky.
Tech wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
Okay, it is tech wreck time. Adam, what do you have for us this week?
All right, I'm going to recommend a product that my daughter recently bought and says is good. So if it's not, you can blame her. It's called the Cooler Shock Reusable Ice Packs. And apparently, so it's this ice pack that you buy and you fill it up with water yourself. So normally like you buy an ice pack and it's like plastic and it's got like some kind of liquid in it, but it's like fully enclosed and you don't really know what's in there. This one, it's got like a valve and you fill it up with your own water and close the valve. Anyway, she told me that these ice packs stay cold all day long in her hot car. So they seem to work much better than other lunchbox ice packs that I've used in the past. So she's using them. She seems to like them. If you need an ice pack for your summer cooler needs, this might be a great one for you. So give it a shot. Why not?
I mean, the little thing on here says 18 degrees for 48 hours.
That's what it says.
I have a very hard time believing this.
I mean, the 48 hours part seems very unlikely to me. I feel like if it could be 18 degrees for 12 hours, like that's a win. Why would you need 48 hours? Like very rarely is that the case.
Yeah.
So,
but also ice, isn't that 32 degrees when it starts freezing? So maybe it's a little bit, how does it get to 18?
I don't know. I don't ask questions, man. I have no idea. So, so Jay, what's your tech? What do you have for us today?
So I've got a little tech application. This works for Windows and Linux. I'm sorry, you Mac users, but it's from a company called Saffing, I think is how you say it, but it's called Portmaster. And so basically what this does is you install it, and I've got it running, and it'll allow you to let applications connect or not connect to wherever they're going to. So you can install it and it'll show all the machines that it's connecting to over the internet, and you can be allow, not allowed. And I got to be honest, I am shocked with how many different servers some of these applications reach out to, like things like Microsoft Office, even Firefox, like the things that it pings out to. It's like, oh, that's interesting. No, don't do that. I will say Firefox is not that bad, but like the Microsoft suite, there are like telemetry servers and things like that it's reaching out to. And I'm like, no, you don't need to be reporting me using Microsoft Word. No, that's not a thing.
I feel like what you just described for you is the equivalent of like a hypochondriac spending all their time on WebMD, like with every ailment. It's like,
I'll tell you how I use it. Let me tell you how I use it.
Sanjay. This is a terrible idea.
Let me just tell you how I use it. I installed it when I installed my machine clean. It was the first thing I installed.
Okay.
And so then I have it set to prompt for every connection. Yeah. So then as I install applications, it gives me a list of all the machines it's connecting to. And I go allow, block, allow, block, allow, block. So every time I do that with a new application, and then don't need to worry about it. It's all good at that point.
Okay.
Everything works unless something goes haywire. Everything is fine. If the application stops working, that's the first place I go to. But generally, once I've gone through that first route, there's no issues after that. And I don't have to worry about it nannying on me and telling people what I'm doing with the application or anything else like that.
So you haven't seen any limited functionality from it at all? Like you haven't seen an app that's like doesn't quite perform correctly because it's not able to connect to it's only connecting to like 10 of the 75 servers it wants to connect to or something like that?
Yeah, no, generally not. I mean, there might be one or two applications, but I can't think of them. But generally, no. Like some of those things that it's connecting to, like telemetry, where it's reporting data back about your usage of the application, that's usually programmed in such a way of like, hey, if this fails, just keep on functioning.
Right.
And so I don't need my usage to be in some data analysis pool out there of people how do people use our application? You don't need to know that, right? Like
you are like every developer's nightmare user,
100%.
Like you're the guy.
100%.
If there's somebody that's going to break it, you're the one that's going to do it. And like, it's this Sanjay on support again. Oh man, what are we going to do with
100%. But here's the thing is that, and I'm going to give a plug for things that we built like Together Letters.
Yeah.
That kind of attitude has then infiltrated into the things that we build and deploy. I think they're much nicer, much more friendly. I think I've told this story before. A while ago, somebody signed on for Together Letters and was like, wait a minute, I signed up and now I don't have to do anything. It's not prompting me to do any more stuff. I'm like, yeah, you don't need to do anything until it emails you. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to keep you in the app. We're not
Yeah.
going to keep you doing things because that's not where we get our jollies.
Yeah, right.
The point of our
Connection.
app is to connect people, and it's not to like waste your time with stuff because we don't like wasting our time. So I wish more of these people would do that kind of thing. And I think, honestly, if more people use tools like Portmaster and blocked access to these kinds of things, developers would start rethinking the way they do things. Like, is this really worth my time to get this feedback of telemetry if 98% of people are not going to allow it to come back? Like, let me spend my time actually building a better product instead of worrying about getting data back.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
There you go.